The Call of Abraham. Trusting God's Promises. The Call of Abraham is one of the most significant stories in the Bible, found in Genesis chapter 12 verses 1 to 9. It marks the beginning of God's covenant relationship with Abraham, then Abram, and the foundation of the Jewish, Christian, and Islamic faiths. The central theme of the story is trusting in God's promises, even when the path is uncertain and the future seems impossible to predict. Key aspects of the Call of Abraham. 1. God's call. God calls Abraham to leave his homeland, his family, and everything familiar to him. In Genesis chapter 12 verse 1, God says, "Go from your country, your people and your father's household to the land I will show you." God's call. God calls Abraham to leave his homeland, his family, and everything familiar to him. In Genesis chapter 12 verse 1, God says, "This call represents a test of faith." Abraham is asked to trust God without knowing the details of where he is going or what will happen. He is told to embark on a journey with no clear destination. Key aspects of the Call of Abraham. 2. God's promises. God's promises. In the same passage, God makes several key promises to Abraham. A. I will make you into a great nation. B. I will bless you. I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing. C. All peoples on earth will be blessed through you. These promises include personal blessings, the creation of a nation through Abraham's descendants, and global blessings for all humanity. The covenant established with Abraham is the foundation for the nation of Israel and the broader salvation story in the Bible. Key aspects of the Call of Abraham. 3. Abraham's response. Abraham's immediate response is an act of faith. In Genesis chapter 12 verse 4, it says, "So Abram went, as the Lord had told him." He obeyed God's call, even though he did not know the full plan. Abraham's trust in God's promises sets an example of faith for generations to come. Hebrews chapter 11 verse 8 highlights Abraham's faith. By faith Abraham, when called to go to a place he would later receive as his inheritance, obeyed and went, even though he did not know where he was going. Key aspects of the Call of Abraham. Challenges along the journey. Throughout his life, Abraham faced challenges that tested his faith, such as famine, conflict, and the long delay in the fulfillment of God's promise for a child. Despite these obstacles, Abraham continued to trust God. This trust culminated in his willingness to offer his son Isaac as a sacrifice, a test of ultimate faith. Genesis chapter 22. Key aspects of the Call of Abraham. 5. Fulfillment of the promise. God's promises to Abraham were fulfilled in several ways. Though he did not see all the promises come to fruition during his lifetime, his descendants, through Isaac and later Jacob, became the nation of Israel. Most importantly, Christians believe that the promise that all peoples on earth will be blessed through you was ultimately fulfilled in Jesus Christ, a descendant of Abraham. Lessons on trusting God's promises. A. Faith in the unknown. Like Abraham, believers are often called to trust God without knowing the full picture. Faith is about believing in God's character and promises, even when circumstances are uncertain. B. Patience in God's timing. God's promises to Abraham took time to unfold. Abraham had to wait many years for the birth of Isaac, the promised son. Similarly, trusting in God's timing requires patience and perseverance. Lessons on trusting God's promises. C. Obedience as a response to faith. Abraham's faith was demonstrated by his actions. He obeyed God, not because he understood everything, but because he trusted God. True faith leads to obedience. Obedience as a response to faith. Abraham's faith was demonstrated by his actions. He obeyed God, not because he understood everything, but because he trusted God. True faith leads to obedience. D. God's faithfulness. Despite challenges and delays, God remained faithful to his promises. Abraham's life is a testament to God's unwavering commitment to fulfilling his word. The Call of Abraham. In summary, the Call of Abraham is a powerful story of faith, obedience, and God's faithfulness. It teaches believers the importance of trusting in God's promises, even when the path ahead is uncertain or the fulfillment seems distant. Subscribe, share, like, and hit that notification bell. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and share it with your friends and associates. Don't forget to subscribe, Like, hit that notification bell for more information on Jesus Christ, God, Lord, Bible lessons and other religious content every day, week, month, and year. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the current information. Thank you for watching.